Another near chance for the Tigers. McElhenney perhaps with his best game. And now a short side try by Watkins, and he scores. A bouncing puck to the Sound Tiger captain in front. And just as we mentioned, McElhenney playing well. He dropped down in the butterfly, and Watkins had a whole lot of room up top to bury the goal to give the Sound Tigers a 1-0 lead on Watkins with his 10th of the season. How's a little spin play, lost his footing, dropped to the ice, they can't clear it. Weber a drive, they score. Will Weber, after Bridgeport couldn't clear the zone, one-times it by DiPietro, and it ties the game at 5:29 of the second period. Skates the blue line to Nino, far right half boards, try to pass across, chipped off his stick, regains it, controls the pass to the left side. Ness fires in traffic, save made, rebound, Niederreiter back, and he scores! Nino Niederreiter with his 25th goal of the season. He got McElhenney to flop, he backhands it top roof, and the Sound Tigers lead it 2-1. Tigers on top. Colton a big hit in behind the net, and Shabu got regained by Bridgeport. They got a 2-on-1. Niederreiter with Combs. House racing back. It's Nino to the slot, makes a stick move, shoots, save made. Rebound in front. Combs turns it on net. Niederreiter back with it. His rep tries just a bit wide. Now back ahead to the point. Golubek with a drive, blocked in front, put on goal. They score. Jonathan Odimarchiso, after Rick DiPietro made the initial save on the try by Jodry, and it was Odimarchiso, the all-star, with his 18th of the season, and it comes on the power play to tie the game at 2. They're jamming away, trying to fight for that 50-50 puck. He comes away with it, gives to Nino, across down to Aaron Ness. Ahead to Sundstrom, looks to split the D. Here's Sundstrom, walking in front, he shoots, and a save made, and a penalty coming up. The rebound behind the net. 1 minute left in the Bridgeport power play. Ullstrom, high slot, Wishart, a drive, and that clanked off the far post. Ty Wishart beating McElhenney. 90 seconds left in overtime, 50 left in the penalty. Here's Nelson across the Ullstrom, he scores! Right at the doorstep, David Ullstrom bangs it in! With 1:27 left in overtime, his 6th goal of the season, and his Sound Tigers return wins it 3-2 Bridgeport.
Here with Sound Tigers head coach Scott Pellerin following a 3-2 overtime win over the Springfield Falcons. And coach, pretty tough physical game, and Springfield definitely took it to the Sound Tigers a bit down the stretch. But team was resilient and found a way in overtime to get that power play goal.
Well, it's definitely an up and down type of game where both teams had momentum going either way. I thought early on in the game, I thought that we sustained a lot of offensive pressure down in their zone, and their goalie made a couple of big saves. They were able to break out of their zone. They're a good team. They made some quick plays to eliminate some of our forechecks. And on the backside of that, I thought defensively, I thought we countered quite well. But it was a good game. A lot of different things. We had a 5-minute power play, which they killed off, and it was very I wouldn't say disappointing, but frustrating for our guys. But I thought after the first period, we talked about it. We worked. I talked about working the problem. We knew what we did wrong, learned from it. And I thought we refocused and had a good second and third period.
And with the recent struggles on the power play, it has to feel like a little bit of a weight off the shoulders to get that game winner in the overtime on the power play.
On the too many men on the ice, our guys were right there, and they made a smart play. They threw it right back up towards our bench where we were changing, and then we, it was close, but it was one of those calls that it's unfortunate. But I thought our guys, we won a couple of key face-offs on that penalty kill. We were able to get some good clears. I like the communication that we were able to have on the ice and taking away certain spots, and Ricky made some big saves when we needed to. And then I thought we were going to get a penalty shot on that one because it was the same referee, Dave Lewis, who called a penalty shot on us against Albany, but he didn't call it, and we were able to work the 4-on-3. Not too often you see 2 power plays in overtime, but we were able to capitalize that with a great play from Brock over to Ullstrom.
Important 2 points for the team, especially coming down the stretch, final quarter of the season, and especially against a division leader like this. You guys have games in hand, but games in hand only matter if you win those games in hand, and so to get the 2 points here against the division leader has to be a positive for the team. Well,
we're not going to catch Springfield, but we got to get 2 points. 2 points are huge for us. We just have to keep, I said there's a big picture and they're all little pictures, and tonight's just a little picture. We're able to get our 2 points. Now we got to focus on the next one, and we keep putting those all together. We're going to have a pretty good push towards the playoffs, and our guys are focused, and we'll review the video and go over the things we have to do to improve on, and get ready for a big game in Manchester again.